Wondering why I haven't uploaded recently? It's because of this mock right here. Guys, Caleb here, and today I'm going to be showcasing this incredible massive mock that has taken me the past 2 days full of hard work to build. And it really has to be one of my favorite mocks. I feel like I say that with almost every mock I made. But this mock is absolutely incredible. The story is basically the rainforest, and I built an entire story for it too. There's this guy adventuring for these 3 spirit heads, and when he finds them, there's a secret trapdoor that leads into this entire underground world. Sorts of crazy secrets in here, like an underground river, underground waterfall, secret railway, and these secret black crystal caverns where these people are mining these black crystals. African underground colony that's been living under here and mining these black crystals for many years that nobody's ever found out, and this guy's just finding it out now if he doesn't get killed by the massive spikes here. We quickly go over the minifigs. First, I made this adventure dude with a backpack, and he turned out pretty cool with an adventure with this sort of machete. This tiny treasure map which leads him to the treasure. The king of the African underground mining colony, who has this really cool hat that was actually used in the 80s and 90s Lego wave. So it's a very old hat, but it's definitely not outdated. It looks like a super cool helmet, and he's like king of them. A normal tribe member who's actually riding the secret minecart on the secret hidden railroad. We have a miner who works in the secret black crystal mines. There's 3 main levels of the entire build. There's the jungle forest top, which is just the normal ground. There's the underground pit with the spikes, and the underground waterfall, and you can't quite get a great view of it, but there is also the black crystal mines. Start off on the top here, we have a brave adventurer who has just found the 3 spirit heads, which are pretty much these 3 heads, which is pretty much part of their religion, and they worship these 3 spirit heads, almost like these ghost heads, which are pretty cool. One's actually from an icy Spider-Man thing, and one is actually from another Spider-Man thing, and one's from Ninjago. A little bluebird on a palm tree that is from the bookshop, and of course I hid a cookie in the mock, as I am attempting to put a cookie in every single mock I make from now on, except I didn't put it in the YouTube thing. This guy actually fell down here, but we put a bunch of bushes and all sorts of things here. Personal favorite part of this entire thing is this little part here, and it might not look like much, but we can actually place our guy on here. It's pretty much on these tiles, and there's actually this little gear here, and if you haven't gotten where it's gone already, just watch and see. Much pull the lever, and the trapdoor shoots down, and he lands onto these spikes, impaling him and murdering him, pretty much killing him for life. That's sort of a genius and very fun mechanism to make with this little thing, where all you do is pull it out and the trapdoor shoots down into these spikes there, so it would literally, kill him. He would land on the spikes, and it's sort of their way of trapping the guys down here. Maybe they're, cannibals or something, maybe they're gonna eat them, but it is a little trap so they cannot get to these spirit heads, and it's probably one of my favorite little play features I've ever put in a mock. Super fun to include a secret trapdoor that leads down into the spikes, and it was just super fun. And you can't even really tell, you just push that back in, and you can't really even tell that's there. This deserves like a little slow motion replay or something. Caleb in the future here. Apparently I literally just filmed the rest of the video all in slow motion, so I'm gonna have to redo everything except the first 3 minutes because it's literally just me talking in slow motion. Oh man, all of it's slow motion except the first 3 minutes. And I'm gonna have to redo everything, so it's time for me to get filming. Covering this guy from his sudden doom. Sorry buddy, we have a little skull down here, and obviously the spikes that impaled him. And we have the little captain, or not the captain, the king of the tribe, underground tribe. And we just have some cliffs that I built, and actually a little gem back there that you probably can see. It's just back there, and it's a little black gem that goes down there. Well, it's not black, but the rest of the mines are black. And we also have a small waterfall that leads down to the actual area of the mines. A small lantern here, and we also have the railroad track. The railroad track was a pretty cool design because they use these little grooved pieces on these rails. And in reality, it would probably loop back up to the ground there, but I only have a small portion of the track to work with. Hopefully this whole video isn't in slow motion again, but this is the railroad track. To pair with it, I made a little railroad car, which pretty much has these little wheels here. I experimented with 3 or 4 different wheel sizes to get something that I was happy with. Something that sort of steers it there, and then a little crate and a little blue crystal in the back there, and that it is a pretty cool minecart. It does roll pretty well along without the track. It rolls pretty well with the track. You can literally just place it onto there and roll it along quite easily. The lantern popped off. There we go. And it rolls along pretty easily. There's not too much friction, which is good. As I said, I tested with 2 or 3 different wheel sizes because some of the sizes wouldn't actually fit with the track. And what prevents it from falling off here is actually these little things. See, it catches the wheel there, and it's almost locked into place, but not quite locked in. You can obviously pop it off. But it's actually on the track that prevents it from falling off, which is super cool. And it turned out one of my favorite details of the mod is to have, you know, a little working railroad. Also sort of a bridge or runs right next to some of the waterfall, and I also put some more of the black crystals here. Crystals themselves are not black, but the rest of the mine is black, so I sort of just call it the black crystal mine. And I sort of just call these black crystals even though they're not black. I don't know. We have a lantern, the little crystal that was poking into there, so you can sort of see the spikes in there a little bit, and a hanging rope there. On the side of the mine, we have another lantern with a small room carved into the rock that just holds 2 barrels and a black gem on a small table, just a small little area. And I didn't do anything with that side of the mock. Originally, I actually had a hanging bridge over this, but I didn't quite like the way it looked quite as much without it, and so we ditched the bridge just for this. The highlight might actually be the mine itself that is full of these black crystals. Obviously, we can take the miner out, but we used a bunch of Chima and frozen elements to make these black crystals, and it ends up looking really cool because behind there we just have these really big, you know, blue rocks and crystals and stuff. But there really is a ton of blue crystals and shards of crystals all over the mine here that these guys are mining. There you have it, guys. This is the massive jungle mining mock thing that I made. Turned out super cool. One of my favorite mocks I made. Let me know what your favorite detail in this mock is. Mine is personally either the secret trapdoor or the working railroad system. But let me know what your favorite part of the mock is. Give this video a big like because I had to film it twice because the first time it was in slow motion, so that was great. But make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my latest content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.